Welcome to the Jasmine and Jay Show. I'm Jasmine, y'all. 24 years young, a blend of Black and Hispanic vibes, rocking it as a primary school teacher in NYC. Married to the one and only Thomas, who's slaying it in finance at 26. And yo, make some noise for Jay. Hey, I'm Jay. 24, proud of my African descent, saving lives as a registered nurse in the city that never sleeps. My partner in crime, Bobby, 27, bringing the heat in the finance world. We're about to drop all the gems on love, relationships, finance, and everything else you could dream of. Get ready for those weekly vibes that'll have you coming back for more. So, whether you're chilling or on the go, we look forward to you tuning in every week for all things love, relationship, finance, and everything in between. Happy Friday, people. Can you believe it's the weekend already? Time's flying by, and the good vibes are rolling in. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of the Jasmine and Jay Show. We're so psyched to have each of you here with us for another epic session. In this episode, we're discussing how financial stress impacts emotional intimacy, delving into the ways those dollar signs can sway the heartstrings. To our devoted Jasmines and Jays, we love you, and thank you for sticking around and tuning in every week. Your support is our heartbeat. And for those just joining the crew, get into Season 1 for some of those priceless relationship gems we've shared. It's a wild ride you definitely want to be part of. Now, let's dive in. So, Jasmine, how do you recognize those subtle signs of financial stress creeping into your relationship with Thomas? Well, Jay, it's all about being attuned to those quiet shifts in our daily interactions. If I notice tension in our conversations, or if we start avoiding discussions about expenses, that's a signal. It's like that silent wait in the room. I hear you. Sometimes the silent signals are the loudest, right? When you recognize those signs, what's your next move? It's important for me to pause and acknowledge it first. Then I aim to discuss what's really going on beneath the surface. Sometimes it's tangible, like an unexpected bill, and other times it's more about the internal stressors. And so we approach it as a team and work to identify solutions together. That's key. Teamwork makes the dream work, after all. How has addressing these concerns early benefited your relationship? Early recognition nips potential issues in the bud. It refocuses us from spiraling individually to uniting to tackle whatever's causing the stress. And it's strengthened our communication, making it easier to resolve future concerns. It's like putting armor on your bond. For sure, working together as a unit enhances resilience. Have you found any techniques that help bring awareness to these subtle stress signs? Mindfulness has been incredibly helpful. Practicing mindfulness keeps us present and better able to sense changes in tone or mood. Even setting intentional times to talk about finances regularly helps keep us ahead. I'm slowly learning that the things you left behind. We constantly learn from previous experiences. Exactly, those intentional habits bring clarity. Continuously learning strengthens that financial awareness muscle. Any final thoughts on keeping the relationship stress-free? Mostly just creating that safe space to express concerns without judgment helps immensely. Regular check-ins prevent issues from catching us off guard. So Jay, how do you deal with the impact of financial anxiety within your relationship with Bobby? Oh, it's definitely a journey, Jasmine. First, we acknowledge that financial anxiety is a real thing and affects both of us. We don't pretend it's not there. It's important to validate those feelings. Once it's acknowledged, we work to understand the root cause, whether it's an unexpected expense or just future worries. Absolutely, and once you identify those roots, what steps do you take next? We make sure to communicate openly about what's bothering us each personally. Understanding each other's emotional responses helps in providing the right support. After that, we create an action plan together and tackle the anxiety head-on, piece by piece. Teamwork really does help make things feel more manageable. For sure, having a concrete action plan can really ease those anxious feelings. Are there any techniques or practices that you find particularly helpful in calming that anxiety? Definitely. We practice mindfulness and grounding exercises, which help in staying present and not letting anxiety spiral. Also, setting mini goals focused on financial wellness provides a sense of achievement and diminishes the stress. It's all about staying proactive rather than reactive, I love that. Proactive instead of reactive. Success is my only option. Failure's not. How has this proactive approach changed your dynamic with Bobby? It's really strengthened our communication and made us feel more united, facing challenges as a team. We've become more resilient, knowing we can handle whatever comes our way by trusting the process and supporting each other. how do you and Thomas handle those anxious times? We do something similar. We're all about those mental health breaks when it gets too heavy, taking a walk, meditating, or just having a time out where finances aren't the focus for a breather. We support each other through those thick moments and ride the wave together. That deepens our trust and connection. So, Jasmine, how do you and Thomas navigate the emotional landscape of financial pressure within your marriage? Oh, it's quite the balancing act, Jay. First and foremost, we acknowledge each other's feelings regarding financial pressures. It's key that we give each other space to express any discomfort or anxiety without rushing to solutions. Absolutely, allowing that expression is crucial. So once you've acknowledged those feelings, what's your next step? We aim to explore what's causing the pressure, identifying if it's a big looming expense or something more long-term. By breaking down the issue, we can take it step by step rather than getting overwhelmed. Communication is our anchor. It's about understanding each other's perspectives and fears. Right on. Communicating fearlessly without holding back seems like the way to go. How do you keep the process collaborative rather than it feeling like a solo battle? We have candid chats about our goals and dreams, which makes the process less about stress and more about growth. We draw up plans together and share responsibilities so it feels like us against the problem, not us against each other. Turning the pressure into a mission helps keep morale up. Turning pressure into a mission, that perspective can really transform the dynamic. Do you incorporate any rituals or habits that support navigating these pressures? For sure. We schedule regular financial check-ins where we discuss any changes in our financial landscape or feelings about money. It's part of our intentional living. Sometimes, taking a breather by enjoying the simple things like a walk or time with friends eases the intensity. Love that practice? Regular financial check-ins keep things timely and less daunting? Make a list of demands, write it out until the ink do tan. Those sitting together moments, like a digital manifesto, can be powerful. How has this approach enriched your connection over time? It's deepened our understanding of each other's values and priorities around money, bringing us closer. Facing finances as partners in life has strengthened trust, aligning us more in all aspects of our relationship. So, Jay, can you share some of the active listening and empathy techniques you use during financial challenges? Absolutely, Jasmine. Active listening is all about giving Bobby my undivided attention when we're talking finances. It's crucial to be fully present, not just hearing words, but understanding the feelings behind them. This means making eye contact, nodding to show understanding, and sometimes even leaning in to physically show engagement. I hear that. Being present can change the whole energy. How do you show empathy effectively during these talks? Reflective listening is key. I restate what Bobby says in my own words to show that I comprehend his feelings and concerns. It's about validating his emotions and creating a safe space where he feels heard without judgment or immediate solutions. Letting him know his perspectives are valued, even if we don't perfectly align. Reflective listening totally fosters connection. And how do you ensure that the conversation remains productive? I find asking open-ended questions encourages meaningful dialogue. It steers the conversation toward understanding rather than quick fixes. Also, reframing any complaints into solutions and acknowledging the effort he puts into discussions helps maintain a positive tone. It's all about collaboration. I love it. Open-ended questions are like gateways to deeper connections. Always keeping the dialogue flowing. Has focusing on these techniques brought changes in your relationship? Absolutely. Over time, it's strengthened our bond and confidence in tackling financial hurdles together. The trust deepens as we support each other empathetically and actively listen, knowing that each of us is invested in our shared journey. During this episode, we uncovered the intricate ways couples navigate financial stress, diving into how love and money intertwine. We explored personal strategies for managing those money-related tensions in relationships, and delved into recognizing the subtle signs of financial strain. Deep, right? We discussed the emotional impact, active listening techniques, and how vital empathy is when facing economic challenges together. It's all about understanding and partnership. Thank you so much to each of you for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the show, please like, share, and subscribe. Keep the love strong and stay connected. We can't wait to see you in episode 3, where we'll continue piecing together the puzzle of relationships and finances. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jasmine and Jay Show. We really, really hope you enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment or question. We're all ears. See you next week for more vibes and good times. Keep shining bright.